You know, I've been calling him TYKO. The chat dubbed him Psycho TYKO. Listen, man. To me, he looks like a lefty slow-mo Nash. The way look at how he dishes the ball off, just dropping it off. He moves at his own pace. Not the biggest guy on the court, and he's NBA ready. His body's NBA ready. He moves like he works out, like he works out. He looks like he practices what he's gonna do on the court. Some guys be like Mitchell Robinson. I don't want to see your 3-point shots in summertime. What are you showing me that for? You trying to throw me off? Because you ain't doing that in the game. You throw it. You start shooting threes. We're gonna throw a soda at you. Don't do that. We'll go on NWO at you. Throw you the orange soda from the rafters. Don't do that again. We willing to get kicked out of here to tell you stop it. Tyler Kolek looks like smart player. 0 turnovers, by the way. 7 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. He took a charge. He was a +9 on the court. A lot of these things, of course, are going to be overrated because it's the summer league. But the one thing about summer league and in college that always stands out is when somebody's just jumping off the screen. That's something you always hear sports analysts, scouts. They always say, "Yo, he's just jumping off the screen." And especially when you're in person, if you see somebody and they jump at you, come on, man. If he was standing in line with the rest of these 24 guys that were playing yesterday, if you had to pick somebody out of those 24 gentlemen in a lineup, you wouldn't go, yes, he's my number one pick. But clearly in that game, he looked like the best player on the court.
Listen,
I don't
man.
think you can rat on him.
He looks NBA ready. Simple and plain. He looks like he belongs in the NBA. A lot of guys you can't say that about. Remember, it's not about athleticism. It's not about height. It's about knowing the game of basketball. He looks like a pure point guard that belongs in the NBA that eventually can turn into a starter. Think about guys like Mark Price and things of that nature. That's very underrated. Remember, everybody nowadays thinks, you got to be Curry and John Morant and them guys to be great. But look at a Mike Conley. Great career. Starting point guard in the league. Listen, this young man was a steal. It just goes to show you a lot of these GMs don't know about basketball, don't care. They just want the flash. But this young man looked like he's ready to get on the floor ASAP and contribute. I love the pick. And how he looked in this game right here, man, listen. Probably top 5, top 10 best point guards in the draft. Come on. He should have gone in the first round. That's how good he looked. You see all them foreigners and all them guys that went high they've been looking? Sad. Ain't none of them going to do nothing. You got a guy like this. Come on, man. So, listen, just another great job the front office did. Doing their homework, understanding what we need, a backup point guard. And look, we replaced Burks with him. Come on, man. You can't get no better than that.
So the summer league game?
Oh, man. You see him?
Yeah.
Legendary. Come on, man. My brother just passed by, man. Big Knicks fan. Come on. Heard what he just said, right?
Nah.
He said, did you see the summer league? Come on, man. Come on. Listen.
They got lots of summer league games.
Yeah.
Like intensely.
Exactly. But the young man is good, man. He's good, and I can't wait to see how he's gonna contribute to help us out. Because, like I said, to have a ball handler like that, and I can dish the ball like that, and I think just seeing him, hearing him talk, his body language, he's gonna love his job, and he's gonna know his job. Your job is to come in, take pressure off of Brunson, handle the ball, and get those assists, make the other guys happy. So, listen, man, great. Can't say that about a lot of players that everybody go crazy over. NBA ready. Yeah. That's what I see, Fade.
I know he gets the credit for being at Marquette. Prior to Marquette, he was at George Mason. That's when he transferred after his head coach left, or he got fired, Dave Paulson. I guess he recruited him. He entered the transfer portal. He went to Marquette. He averaged 6.7 points per game, 5.9 assists in his first season with the Golden Eagles. He was also named the Big East Player of the Year and first team All Big East as a junior. most outstanding player of the 2023 Big East tournament. So he has all these. He was named the preseason Big East Player of the Year as well as multiple preseason All American teams. He has all these accolades, and I say that to say
And he goes late in the second round. That's crazy.
the kid that's killing right now, Reed Shepard, that's his name, right, from Houston.
Yeah.
He was like SEC Player of the Year. And I was shout out to Lenzel Graham yesterday. We talking about college ball, a little college ball. I think he was asking, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." I just looked it up, and the kid Rob Dillingham did as well. These things have to matter at a certain point. Like one thing that stood out to me about Kurt Thomas when he was on the Knicks,
He was
when
crazy
they
in college.
right, but I don't watch college ball, so when I seen he led his conference in scoring, I'm like, oh, it makes sense because you translate that skill to the league. Oh, that's I've been doing this since high school, bro. Bang, wet,
Right.
bang. So with Tyler Kolek, he's been doing this in college the entire time, and it's at a high level. What we see, there's a lot of credibility to him. His whole resume, this resume is stacked, bro. Who the hell wouldn't want this resume? I know I would if I played ball. Jesus Christ. He looks amazing. I think we're all excited for within good reason. I'm not sure if we did any of us get to watch the rest of these guys like Huck Purdy. He's all right. And the kid from France, he's not ready yet.
I'm,
He's 18. He's a baby.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not watching none of them other dudes. We needed another ball handler and we need a big man. So for me, I'm watching who can handle the ball, take pressure on Brunson, and put the ball in their hands and run the offense. And we looking for a guy that's going to back up Mitch. Everybody else, no disrespect. Nah, I'm not. They okay. They okay.
Yeah, looking for that backup. We haven't seen any news on the backup yet. Besides, I did see yesterday that the talks have begun with Precious Achua.
Yeah, I seen
So
that.
I'm not sure if that's
Yeah, but we still, I love him to stay on our team. But we still need a backup center. Like I told you the last Knicks rehab, do not do that to that young man. Do not make him the legit backup center for Mitchell Robinson. That's too much pressure for him. We need a legit 6'11", 7-footer. Like, come on, man.
because there's a lot more spotlight on you. It's not just New York anymore. We got championship expectations, and every little error, you're gonna have to be able to have the most short-term memory ever. And let's not forget, like, I understood the whole, like, I'm still mad at Tibbs for not playing the more games against Philly and not just recognizing you need more bodies. But Alec Burks, even Bogey and Achua, they Burks never had a good regular season. Bogey was up and down, and Achua came in flaming. But once Mitchell Robinson was healthy, it seemed like that affected him. I don't have my playing time or whatever it is, and not being able to adjust. If we get somebody else and you're still on the team, can you adjust to that? Because somebody might be better than you. Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson were better than you. Mitch is coming back; he's better than you. You got to be ready to do that, because when it comes to these championship moments, the playoffs is everything. Every possession matters. It's like
Well,
football.
right. I mean, great point, but I don't think Precious Ochua has uh, any right to be upset about anything. I mean, when you came from Toronto, nobody knew who you was. And it was times when he was on the court where he looked lost. He looked timid. He looked shy. Like I said, I want him on our team, but he has to. He has to be one of those guys that for his whole career probably you just have to stay ready. There's going to be games you may not play. Then there's going to be games where they may need you the whole game. So I just think he needs to understand. We're giving you an opportunity to make some money that you may never make in your career. So I don't think Crystal True should be upset about anything. To be honest with you.
Shout out to John Smith, aka Juan Smirito. Thunder's Isaiah Hartenstein helping Ariel Huck Purdy with his Knicks adjustments. Ariel Huck Purdy asked two things of his buddy Isaiah Hartenstein advice on playing for the Knicks in his number 55 jersey. Huck Purdy and Hartenstein became friends in their native Germany. Oh, he's the guy from Germany.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So, but I seen Huck Purdy. I think he was the one with the that was decent on around the basket. I thought he could take Jericho Sims' spot. Jericho Sims looked good that first preseason game. He threw up like a teardrop. I said, where did that come from? You threw up teardrops? He looked a little more comfortable out there. I'm like what Bill Simmons says, the body language doctor. His face. My biggest concern with Jericho Sims is that he's timid. He might need to smack somebody or get into a fight on the team and come out of his shell because he's very timid and he looks like he just needs to get into an argument. He needs to come out and let the beast out. You way too big for all that, man. If your mom was around and she won't let you get punked, she gonna laugh when you come home. She gonna ridicule you if you got somebody let somebody smack you or something like that. At some point, you got to understand you're a big man in this league and you could fly through the roof. You should be dominating on the basics of a big man, rebounding, setting picks. Just do that. Get that down as a minimum. Maybe it's one or two things that you need to grasp while you're out there. Because Jericho Sims is somebody just like Mitchell Robinson. A lot of these big guys, when they're young, they can guard on the perimeter a little bit. That's going to start eroding the older you get because you're just going to be older and get more stiff, man. That's just what happens. But I've seen Jericho Sims cover these perimeter players. I'm like, it fooled me. I don't know if it fooled me or what, but these are the things that can help you stay on the court. And you could block shots. So getting down the fundamentals and the footwork, I don't know what has to click on into players for that to happen, but it's something missing with them, and it's definitely all fundamentals with Jericho Sims. And Tyler Kolek is coming into the game right now, and it seems like he has his fundamentals down packed because guys like Brunson and Tyler Kolek, now that I'm thinking about it, it's almost like what I always say about like when Kyrie's at the hoop. It's like, bro, he not to say that I'm not trying to discredit his layup package, but it's like he said, yo, I can't dunk on you, so watch what I do with these arms and go inspect the gadget on you. Brunson and Tyler Kolek come in the game. They're like, I can't blow past every player. I'm not that fast guy. I'm not that tall. But this footwork is the sweet science of basketball. Footwork is the sweet science of basketball, defensively and offensively. The way Brunson takes charges. It looks like Tyler Kolek might do that. He might get his push-ups together before he start going what Brunson's doing. But he's like, I compared him to Steve Nash. Then I saw Twitter comparing him. So a lot of us are echoing the same thing. We don't have anybody right now that could get to the basket and drop that ball off at all. And we haven't had that in quite some time. And Tyler Kolek can do that. Tyler Kolek can do that. He can help Jericho Sims get an easy basket. Mitchell Robinson get an easy basket. Get Julius Randle easy baskets. This makes me absolutely optimistic. I'm ecstatic to see what Tyler Kolek can do with the passing. The shooting, of course, all that helps, but that's why they want Monte Morris here. Because Monte Morris can shoot a little bit. Assist to turnover ratio was great, but he doesn't go to the basket much. He doesn't drive that much, Monte Morris. And he's been scoring for a while. He got injured one year, but he's been scoring for a while. You don't get to the basket. And when Tyler Kolek gets to the basket, he's looking for the best play. And these passes are just like, they're like, I hate to compare him to Larry Bird and Magic because, people think I'm crazy if I say that. But that kind of court vision, he's executing on it. So if he's able to do that and make the players better, anybody who could get you easier baskets, you're a better basketball player than most. That's what makes other people better. You in transition, they're going to want to join you on side by side. They know, yo, Ty's going to give me the ball. He's going to get me the ball. I'm a scorer. I look to score. I got to do my thing. And I know Ty's going to get it to me in a running lane, transition lane, driving lane, any kind of lane. It seems like Ty is dropping it off to get you in prime position to do that. So we could be overstating it, but I'm excited.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll just be brief, man. You said it all. Like I said, the young man is going to give Brunson a breather. Just puts everybody in their proper place, in their proper positions. And now guys can stay healthy. Guys can get rest. It's like, just imagine now when we up 20. We ain't got to keep Brunson again. We got another ball handler. These are problems that we had. This is how guys get run down. This is how guys get injured when they got to stay in the game to keep a big lead to get the win. So this young man solves a lot of problems. Solves a lot of problems for us. And I can't wait to see him on the court, to see how he, plays against the big dogs.
All ball TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.